everybody. Welcome back to another Shire Shed episode. It is hot as shit outside. Holy crap. Yeah, I know, it's summer. Whatever. There's no reason for this. Look, okay? There's no reason for this. Before I get into that, you're here for a tobacco review. Well, since you are, welcome to the Shire Shed if this is your first time. And if it is your first time, do me a favor. Throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. If it's too early to tell, that's fine. Wait till the end of the video if you make it that far. And if I'm not too big an idiot, maybe throw me a like and a subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back to the Shire Shed. I'm Sonny. You already know that, but that other person, they probably didn't. Maybe. Anyway, we're gonna do another first impression today. And I gotta say, I'm not quite sure how to feel about this one because, admittedly, I have some preconceived notions about it told to me by other people. That said, I really try hard not to let any of that get into my head. However, I am human after all. And it is inevitable that some of that is going to get into my head. This first impression / review is on the 2025 version of Cornell and Diehl's for Folklore. Cornell and Diehl's Folklore. And it looks like this. So, I gotta tell you, first, right off the rip, this stuff smells very interesting. And not like a bad interesting, but like an intriguing, not quite sure what I'm dealing with here kind of interesting. Normally totally fine. But I still got that stuff in the back of my head. Enough yammering. I just want to light this up and see how I feel about it. This could go in a whole completely different new type of direction that I'm not ready for. Like, maybe this will be my favorite thing of all time. Kind of doubt it, but yeah, I'm going to find out. I'm going to get this lit up. I'll be back with you in a second. And welcome back. So, before I get into the tasting notes, I want to say that the tin note was really nice. It reminded me of if an aromatic wasn't trying too hard, meaning I got a lot of like candy spices, almost like in a oh shoot, what is that? They're sometimes given out as gifts over the holidays. Anyway, I'm getting a lot of like candy spices, things that you would find in good like holiday baked goods. Forgot to show you. Pipe I'm having it in is my Missouri Meerschaum Mockingbird. I love this pipe. Absolutely love it. So, back to the blend. So far, now that I've got it going, it's doing well. But it took me a second to get it lit, which is kind of odd. Usually, Cornell and Diehl stuff lights right off the rip for me. So that's not a big deal. Now that I'm getting into the flavor, you know, so far I'm liking it. There's not a ton of in your face kind of flavor. There's not a lot of oohs and ahs going on. It's much like the tin note. Well, I can't really say tin note because it comes in a 1 pound block, but the jar note, I guess. It it's like if an aromatic wasn't trying so hard to be an aromatic. It's very well balanced. I'm getting a little of that candy spice going on, like star anise, however the hell you say it. Maybe some nutmeg. I'm definitely picking up the absolutely wonderful Cornell and Diehl Red Virginias, without a doubt. Mm. I'll tell you what. Rest in peace, McClellan. But there's a new king of Red Virginias, and it's Cornell and Diehl. At least I haven't had anything that quite compares. Now, as I do with many blends, because I like to smoke my blends a little bit on the drier side, but I did have to dry this out just a little bit. Nothing really crazy or anything. But very low fuss. Comes in a cake. I mean, really low fuss. I really didn't have to mess with this too much at all. Yeah, this is like, I want to say this is steamed and hot pressed maybe, but I can't remember. And because smoking pipe, or no, sorry, tobacco reviews is down. At least last time I checked it was. I don't remember what's in this or how they made it or whatever. So I'm literally going into this mostly blind. And that's okay. So a little bit of sweetness, but not from the Red Virginias. There's something else going on there too. It's pretty nice. I don't know if this is something I would pick up to smoke often, but if I wanted something different, I would definitely reach for this. Probably before I would reach for anything else if I wanted something different, if that makes any sense. Because this is having the Red Virginias, but there's other stuff going on. I want to say there's Perique in this as well, but it's used much more sparingly in comparison to Carolina Red Flake with Perique. Seems like there's other stuff going on too, which is good because I think it all balances everything else out. It's very good, shockingly so. I wasn't expecting to be into it this much. Now, it's not my favorite, but It's good. It's really good. I don't think it would be nearly as good if they had skimped on the red Virginias. But I'm a whore for C&D's red Virginias. Most of you probably already know that. And yeah, before you start in, I know there are probably better red Virginias out there. I haven't had them yet. This is quite good. I'm enjoying it. No real fireworks going off or anything like that. It's not going to blow your hair back, but it's good. So that's what I have to say about that. I'd give it a solid 5 out of 10, maybe a 6. I will say that if you've never had it before, buying and committing to a pound of it, kind of a gamble. I definitely think they need to make this more of a they could do half-pound bricks, I think, and it would sell just as fast. Of course, they'd be getting less out of the sale, but you wouldn't be committing to an entire pound. I mean, yeah, maybe half a pound is 50% less commitment, but I don't know. It just feels like it would be easier to commit to a half a pound than a pound. So that's it. I'm going to finish this bad boy up and continue to cool off because today was absolutely sweltering and tomorrow is supposed to be worse. Boy, I tell you, it is hotter than Kathy Ireland in a two-piece, and I ain't kidding you. Like right now, I think it's still in the 80s, and it's 8 o'clock. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to finish this up, probably pop something on the old boob tube here, relax for a little bit, and maybe get some plants watered this evening, even though we just had buckets of rain. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys are staying cool out there. Please, please, please hydrate. You know, you gotta get the H20s in there. You know, the waters. So, on that note, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. You know, neighbors, family, all that. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but if you do, don't get caught. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.